It's holiday season.
You know, they say in space, no one can hear you scream. They're probably right, because ain't nobody nowhere near you, other than the people who are around you going through what you're going through. And today's movie recap, we're going to be talking about Event Horizon, where absolutely no one could hear them scream out pain and agony. Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Today, we're doing a recap on the movie Event Horizon. Now, normally, I'd be at home and shaving, but I had stuff to do, so we had to do this on the go and on the fly. So, bear with me. But today, we're going to talk about the movie Event Horizon. Now, Event Horizon came out back in the early 2000s, late 90s, starring Sam Neill, Lawrence Fishburne. I don't think that was the chick from Jurassic Park. It wasn't. Richard T. Jones, you know, Slim from the Wood, if you from the hood. Or, if you ain't from the hood, the Black Army captain in that Godzilla movie with Aaron Tyler Johnson that came out in the mid-2010s. But anywho, the movie is about a scientist who develops a proprietary drive that can achieve warp speed. Well, he sends his ship way out to the far reaches of our solar system to initiate the test. Ship vanishes, no one knows what happens. Some years later, he just suddenly returns with no one on it, or so they thought. A salvage crew goes out to see what's going on, and it's headed by Lawrence Fishburne. They get to the ship, they're seeing the scan is showing that there's faint life signs, but they can't pick up where. It's all over the ship, so they're thinking maybe there's people on the ship. They get on the ship, and they come across a very bizarre scene. There's no gravity, there's no power, and they can't find anyone. So as they start to move around, they start to discover dead, frozen bodies. Which would have been my first sign to cut and run, because ain't no goddamn way I start discovering frozen dead bodies and I'm just going to be like, oh, well, let's keep looking around. I'd have got off that ship so I'd have got the hell out of there. Anywho, they end up turning on the power, getting gravity back. In the process, they accidentally start messing with this warp drive. Now, one of the guys gets sucked through the warp drive, and when he comes back, he's, for lack of a better word, just not the same. He's just really different. So, as time goes on, strange things start happening all over the ship. I probably should mention when they pulled the guy out of the warp drive, it set out a giant energetic gravity wave that damaged both ships. Hence why it'll make more sense in a moment. So they're on the ship, they're discovering all manner of issues and problems. They're having hallucinations about things they've never told anyone about. But somehow this ship knows. So as time goes on, the events start getting more bizarre. The hallucinations get stronger. The situation progressively gets worse and worse and worse. That is until the man who got sucked through the gravity drive ends up entering the airlock. And from that moment, all hell breaks loose. Everything goes wrong for this crew after that. And it just progressively keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, to the point that they're like, we got to get off this ship. Now, I don't want to spoil what happens, so I'll be tame in how I describe the rest of the movie. So as the ship begins to react to their presence, and these hallucinations have gotten stronger, well, people begin to lose their minds. People begin to disappear or be found in the most unfortunate state. So as the movie continues to progress, and they're coming up with a plan, they're repairing their ship, one of the scientists begins to do his best to make sure that the ship returns to wherever it came from. Whatever dimension it went to and came back from, he wants to get it back there. So no matter what they do, they can't get rid of the scientist. And without spoiling the end, all I'm going to say is it's going to take a lot of sacrifice in order to get everyone back. I don't want to say anything else after that. I want y'all to go watch the movie. And if you have watched the movie, put it down in the comments. Let me know how you felt about the movie, because in my opinion, at the time, it was a sci-fi masterpiece. It was very different, and it definitely did a good job of making you feel their dread and horror. So just off of that strength alone, it got to get 4 out of 5 blades for me. Well, I guess stars in this scenario since I'm not shaving, but you get the point. The crew did a good job conveying the horror of basically when you're out in the middle of nowhere and no one can hear you scream, just how you gonna get out of it. But yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, you should really watch it. It's a good horror movie, especially since, you know, we're entering October, the month of Halloween. So all this month, nothing but horror movies is what I'm reviewing. But if you made it this far into my rambling about this movie, my short recap, go ahead, drop a like, share it with your friends, and hit that notification bell so that you can get updated on new movies, shows, games, books, whatever it is y'all want to hear me talk and ramble about. So if you got any suggestions, you got something you want to see me cover, if you got a product you want to see me cover, go ahead, drop it in the comments or in the message. Let me know. But yeah, Event Horizon was definitely one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. If you have seen it, leave a comment, tell me what you thought. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. It's just my short little video. So as always, stay sharp.